At the point guard position, number 32, Sammy Whitcomb. Starting at center, number 21, Mercedes Russell. At small forward, number 0, Kia Nurse. The other forward position, number 13, Ezzy McGregor. Starting at the other guard, number 24, Jewel Lloyd.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports.
Tonight, it'll be the New York Liberty going up against the Seattle Storm.
From gorgeous Seattle, Washington, I'm Blake Suniga. Rounding out the broadcast team are Tim Swartz and Brian Vanapateni. We're glad to have you with us. And here in the early stages of the regular season, do you think the pecking order is set, or can things still flip around?
Well, I think usually the teams that are winning now will continue to win games. Yeah, that's some very in-depth analysis. And the teams that lose will continue to lose. But a lot of things can happen in terms of maybe transactions going forward.
Yeah, you got trades, development, injuries. They're all a part of it. And then you got to get through the regular season in one piece. And that is a big part of the challenge.
Whitcomb, Vandersloot defending. Whitcomb misses.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. You've got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Lloyd. For three, Kia Nurse. Cans it from downtown.
Nice awareness there by McGregor, finding her open teammate for the bucket.
Jones outside. Pass to Stewart. Vandersloot. Whitcomb defending. Back to Hahn. Excellent D there from Mercedes Russell. And here is Lloyd. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
Teams first.
And it's going to be on Sabrina Ionescu. First trip to the line for her here.
Jewel Lloyd.
The first one falls.
Really arriving on the international stage, Lloyd was part of the 2018 national team, helping the team win the World Championships in Spain.
Now Vandersloot. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And there's the foul called on
First personal foul. Teams
that is her first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Ionescu outside. Hahn.
Because of Russell's lengthy wingspan, she's able to disrupt opponents looking to score.
Pass to Whitcomb. Inside. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Now here's Vandersloot. Jones outside. Here's Ionescu. Can they get it? New York, no good that time either.
That's 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to get into the flow offensively.
Whitcomb, Vandersloot defending. Pass to Lloyd. Takes the three. On grabs the miss. First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. She can't get it to go. Seattle in the lead. Whitcomb with it. Now guarded by Ionescu. And here is Nurse. Now McGregor. Nurse with the bucket.
Well, Nurse does most of her work out at the perimeter, but let her inside and she'll make you pay.
And there's the foul called on Whitcomb. That'll be her second foul of the game.
That's her second foul of the first quarter. They might want to sit her down for a while to avoid the third foul.
Now here's Vandersloot. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots.
And when you look at the game of Courtney Vandersloot, what impresses you the most about her?
I would say just her overall basketball IQ. With more than a decade's worth of experience in the league, she is so smart at knowing when to shoot, when to pass, and when to go after steals. A multiple-time All-Star, Vandersloot is such a difference maker for her squad. You can see the play of her teammates elevate when she's involved.
Now here's Whitcomb. Lloyd sinks that one from the post.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Ionescu has it. Covered by Lloyd. Vandersloot outside. Shoots over Whitcomb. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, look, you got to respect her determination, but the defense wasn't going to just back off from that shot.
And I'm sensing this game really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge, no doubt about it, and that lead's going to get more and more comfortable as they do.
I agree, Brian. Let's see how this one plays out.
Russell with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of the last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a coach happier than a display of pure, selfless teamwork.
Absolutely.
Pass to Jones. Agnagor grabs the miss.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
2 points. That one goes in.
A tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball.
Yeah, just some really impressive scoring. Everything seems to be going in.
Lots of talk about expansion in the WNBA. Is the team in Canada, guys?
I hope so, and I think Toronto is the place to go. They love hoops out there, and the Raptors already have a great fan base you could tap into.
Well, during the 2023 preseason, the WNBA held a game in Toronto that was sold out. And with the amount of Canadian players we're seeing in this league, I think it'd be a great move.
Now here's Jones. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's Lloyd. Good D by Sabrina Ionescu.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Here's Stewart. New York, no good that time either. Outside Lloyd. Nurse outside. Pass to Russell. Whitcomb. For 3, Kia Nurse. Drains it from beyond the arc.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offense is happening. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
And the Liberty call time here.
Really, they're not pleased at all with the looks they've given up inside, and they want to talk to the team about tightening things up defensively.
Well, that's what's got to happen, and I'm sure the coaches will let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Laney, good.
Inside, outside, mid-range, wherever. Laney knows how to score it.
Outside Whitcomb. Back to Lloyd. Pass to Russell. Agnagor. Covered by Thornton. 4 on the shot clock. Outside Whitcomb. It's over Sabali. Whitcomb misses.
And already a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, they're +5 in rebounds. That did not take long.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Undrafted out of college in 2014, Kayla Thornton's had an incredible career.
Really, it has been amazing. She started by playing mostly overseas for a few seasons, became a WNBA regular in 2017. Thornton's beat the odds. We don't see undrafted players as good as her very often.
And one of the league's best players, Stewart is the kind of star who can single-handedly help you contend for a title.
Well, she knows what it takes to get there and finish the job. Now, she does need some help because teams are too good now. You need that balance. But when you have it, she will lead you into the championship discussion every single time.
Chalk up 2 right there.
This defense looking soft early on. They've got to summon a little more energy and urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their rhythm offensively.
That one, good for 2.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Outside Whitcomb. Out to Nurse.
Pass to Russell. Nurse. Here's Misaman. Second shot opportunity.
The rebound by Thornton. On offense, here the Liberty. A 12-point game.
They get a hand on it. And stolen by Nurse. To the paint. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. It's going to go on Kayla Thornton.
Defenders get anxious against prolific scorers like Misaman, and I think it's really because she doesn't let opponents take a single play off.
That one's off. And she's good on the second.
Oh, man, talk about incredible focus. Misaman's one of the best free throw shooters for her position.
Here's Johannes. And here's Laney.
And she makes it the layup.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Now here's Whitcomb. She's guarded closely.
Nurse, defended by Stewart. From the baseline, 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with her first shot in this game.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Now here's Misaman.
That's good, and it's Charlie Collier with the assist.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
Not the player you want to send to the line. She's an effective free throw shooter.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Cazorla. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd.
Misaman, right side.
It's not going to go for her. Good work defensively by Kayla Thornton.
Collier.
Her aim is not true. That makes her 1 for 2. Here's Thornton. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Well, Thornton makes dealing with the defense look easy as she shrugs off the contact and gets it to go.
There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3.
It's rebounded by Savali.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Now here is Lloyd. He has 6.
Well, they're in the lead, but she's still been frustrated offensively.
Pass to Johannes.
Stewart with the ball. And there's the foul. It's on Nurse. That's her first foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and they'll go to the line. And she's got her first free throws of the night right here. And that one misses.
One of the game's best players. Stewart is the type of player you build your franchise around.
Here's Cazorla. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Storm out in front, up 10. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Storm?
I like what I've seen from them defensively. They forced a lot of turnovers with quick hands.
Yeah, they've been aggressive. Those active hands producing steals early.
Drops in the tray.
Pretty good from beyond the arc. I'd like to see Cazorla shoot more from there, be a little more assertive offensively with her own shot.
Pass to Ionescu. On with the ball. Back to Ionescu. Soft touch off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Here's Collier using the post move to get the 2 points.
Even for a player like Quigley, who is known for her ability to score, you have someone that open, you can't miss her.
Pass to Vandersloot. Now Jones. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And it's Seattle with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Nurse with it. Defended by Laney. Nurse with the bucket.
Great play off contact. Nurse is versatile, and she's a competitor.
Now here's Vandersloot. Guarded closely. Here's Laney. And Charlie Collier pulls it down.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Quigley, covered by Ionescu. Quigley's shot's good.
Whoa, the long ball. Allie Quigley has no fear to let it fly. It's in her DNA to shoot.
Double team on Courtney Vandersloot. Here's on. The shot goes in. First of the night, she is 1 for 3 to start the contest.
They took a little bit of a chance there going to the double team. It left an open player in another spot.
Here's Cazorla. Let's go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kia Nurse.
Nice vision by Nurse. The Canadian moving the ball well.
Vandersloot outside. On. Vandersloot outside. And there's the call on Quigley. That's her first foul.
First personal foul, team's first. First team foul.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Ionescu. Up and in on the layup.
Plays so tough inside. Ionescu will not back down.
And we all know about Sabrina's prowess coming out of college, and of course her idol, the late, great Kobe Bryant.
Well, the bond that Ionescu had with Kobe before turning pro was incredibly special. And she still carries that drive and passion to perfection.
And this is her first free throw of the game.
At the line for Storm, Allie Quigley.
And she knocks down the first one.
Well, she went from someone who didn't even play 10 minutes a game to a player making all-star games. Allie Quigley, a great example of work and perseverance.
And it would take a major comeback for them to get back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, the chances of that happening are extremely slim.
Now here's Ionescu. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Charlie Collier. That's her first foul.
Second team foul.
Jones inside. He's against Misaman.
Yeah, Miesemann has good instincts for how to stay on top of shooters, which to me makes her very effective defensively.
Cazorla, that's good.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
And there's the call on Quigley. That's foul number 2 for her.
They're really struggling with fouls. It's still early, but one more foul and they're over the limit already.
Laney outside. It's rebounded by Quigley.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, their effort on the glass, it has given them the advantage. It's made a difference without question.
Shot's good by Jones.
You can tell Jones knows when it's time to dominate, go inside, and take charge of the paint.
Pass to Quigley. Nurse outside. Collier with it. Honshu with some nice defense.
Nice work there to contest the finish inside.
Yeah, they got the shot they wanted, but her defense laid waste to those plans.
Benijah Laney from deep.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Great pass, great shot. Laney ready to deliver.
And it's the Storm with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Nurse.
Defended by Laney.
And here's Allie Quigley outside. Rebound New York.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Here's Vandersloot. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First personal foul, team's first.
Never afraid to take it inside. Even at 5'8", Vandersloot finds ways to get free throws.
That free throw, no good. And when we talk about the best passer in league history, it's got to be Courtney Vandersloot, right?
Oh, yeah. And honestly, it's not even a huge debate. Vandersloot normally leads the league in assists, has the best career average ever by far. Probably the most fun player to run with.
On grabs the miss. On offense, here's the Liberty.
They trail by 14. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer Brianna Stewart gets the three-pointer to fall.
The three-point shot of Stewart, it's what sets everything else up. You have to meet her at the three-point line because if you don't, she'll knock them down.
And it's Cazorla missing.
They could get back to within single digits of the lead.
Vandersloot outside.
And she's going for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Now they're over in one net. With a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they might end up giving up a lot of free throws.
I think this is her third trip to the line tonight. Well, it's still early on in her career, but I'm excited to see what Honshu can do in this league.
One of the tallest players in the WNBA right now. Once she hones in that skill and becomes more comfortable, she's going to be unstoppable.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and not the good variety. You don't want to give up an easy layup, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Seattle in the lead. Now here's Whitcomb. From deep, Allie Quigley. Here's Magbagor.
The kick out to Williams. They get it back.
Russell. Whitcomb. Ball's knocked loose. 5 on the clock.
Williams.
Here's Magbagor. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Playing with enthusiasm. Ezzy Magbagor. Big second chance bucket.
To the middle. Here's Stewart. New York, no good that time either.
He operates well in traffic, but still a tough play to finish off.
Vandersloot with it.
Picked up by Quigley.
Here's Johannes. No good with the triple.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas they're winning, and they've secured a big lead.
It looks very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it.
A nice shot by Magdalene.
Well, we've seen her do it. We know Magdalene can hit jumpers, but she's at her best right around the hoop.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Outside Quigley. Outside Whitcomb. That kick out to Quigley for three. It's rebounded by Courtney Vandersloot.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Goes up at the stripe, and she hits the jump shot.
Well, this part of the court, Vandersloot loves it. She isn't afraid to put it in from the mid-range.
Down low. Down it goes. Her third basket. He's now 3 for 4. And the Liberty with possession here. 11-point game. And there's the foul called on Whitcomb.
Fifth personal foul.
That'll be foul number 5 on her. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. She's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
It's been a super first half for her at the free throw line.
Yeah, she's been at her best up there. Talk about a confident stroke.
And who doesn't love a three-point specialist these days? Sammy Whitcomb certainly qualifies as one.
Well, she rarely takes twos. Whitcomb knows her role, space the floor, knock down threes, and few players do it better than Sammy.
There's Orla. That 3 off the mark. And so it's New York with it. They trail by 9 points. She muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and she's on her way to the line.
Back in 2021, Jonquel Jones became the second international player to win MVP.
And remember, Jones wasn't the top 5 pick. She went to a mid-major college, but no one has outworked Jonquel Jones. That is how she's become one of the best players in the world.
The 2021 MVP, Jonquel Jones, might be the most versatile player in the league. Her impact is felt all over the floor.
Magdagor, covered by Thornton. Back to Quigley. Again, Seattle.
That's just great all around. The passer gets the assist. Quigley gets the points. Good teamwork.
Vandersloot outside. Here's Johannes. No good on the 3. And here are the Storm now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Good on the 3-point shot.
Nice triple from Quigley, showing just how effective she can be from downtown.
Here's Johannes. Williams with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Gazorla. On the wing, Allie Quigley. Launches a 3. And Jones pulls it down. Now Johannes. Vandersloot outside. Outside Stewart. Here's Johannes. What a play!
That's the end of the second quarter with the score. Your Seattle Storm.
A very important 3 at the buzzer. That halftime deficit looks a lot more manageable when it's single digits.
That'll do it for the first half. Storm out in front, leading by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. All right, the second half beginning in a moment. Really, just an incredible game from Vandersloot.
Her approach in the first half, I really liked it. It was an aggressive one. Take the ball into the teeth of the defense and try to get either points at the rim or sometimes even draw some fouls.
And mostly, she's been getting to the line, right? I mean, she's got the free throw total to show for it, as well as a few bruises.
Now here's Turner. And the three ball is good.
She's more of a shooter, but every now and then quickly shows off her passing skill. Nice find.
To the inside. A nice shot by Vandersloot.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They are having their way down low right now.
Here's Turner. Pass to Williams. Now Collier. She's covered by Hahn. Collier inside. Hahn on her. Collier. That's good.
We know Collier has range, but Charlie is at her best when she operates down low, close in.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Turner. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Jones. Pass to Hahn. Back to Jones. Now here's Hahn. Shot clock at 6. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. And they turn it over. 24-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Turner. Up top, Williams. Magbagor with the ball. Can't connect from short range. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Now Jones. That shot, no good. Nice D from Charlie Collier. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively, gotten good looks and hit 3 of 4 of them.
Pass to Vandersloot. Jones outside. Ionescu has it. On with the ball. Clock at 6. Outside Quigley. Here's Turner from deep. Here's Collier. That's in. It's her 5th field goal. And she's shooting hot, 71%. 5 for 7. Vandersloot outside. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. The three-pointer is on target.
The floor general sensibilities of Vandersloot on full display. Awesome job finding the wide-open teammate.
Pass to Quigley. Outside Williams. Back to Quigley. From downtown. That shot off the mark.
Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. She might want to avoid that shot for a while.
The mid-range jumper, something I love to see. Stewart's game is multifaceted, and I'm really not surprised to see her knock that one down.
Now here's Turner. Here's Williams. Off the mark there with the 3. Jones outside. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Jonquel Jones.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over.
Well, the coaches, they clearly don't like what's going on there, and they want to talk things over.
And why wouldn't they talk things over? I mean, really, you had to take a time out there and just try to take away some of the opponent's momentum.
All right, fans, your youth dance squad. Make some noise.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Whitcomb. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
And I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
Ionescu outside. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
The shots finally dropping for them in bunches, and the complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
To the middle. Jones. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Great read by Ionescu at just about 6 feet. Sabrina is pretty tall for a 1. She's able to see the whole court.
Now here's Whitcomb. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Misaman. Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Lloyd. 6 on the shot clock. Step back and squared up.
A bucket there to stop the bleeding.
We'll see. They might need a few more like it. Their lead has been steadily dwindling.
Yeah, buckets of any kind will help them.
Now here's Ionescu. 9 points in the game. Gets it to go from downtown.
Such a quick release on Ionescu's shot, and her accuracy from deep is great as well.
Pass to Nurse. Collier. She's covered by Hahn. Now Whitcomb. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Sometimes the intensity of a close game can lead to bonehead plays like that one, guys.
The Liberty trail. Horton with it. Laney outside. Pass to Johannes. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Nurse outside. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. Collier. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Liberty. Over Thornton.
Substitution for your Storm, Mercedes Russell.
And here's Johannes. She's got 7. Got a piece of it. Oh, and the fast break for the Storm. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it.
Where was she going with that pass? I have no clue. That's awful. That's just giving it away.
On offense, here the Liberty. 2-point game. Ionescu outside. The open shot, Kayla Thornton. And it's all evened up.
Well, you have to run Thornton off her shot. You simply cannot let her get comfortable in the catch and fire.
Pass to Lloyd. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
And there's the foul called on the Whitcomb. That's it for her. She's fouled out of the game.
She has to take a long, slow walk back to the bench. You'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
And the Liberty with possession here. They trail by 3. Pass to Lloyd. Inside. And here is Cazorla. Back to Russell. Here's Lloyd. This one for 3. Hahn grabs the miss. Now Johannes. He's got 7. To the paint. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York gets possession.
Liberty substitution. Brianna Stewart.
Ionescu outside. 6 to shoot. Outside Stewart. Sinks the triple.
Well, we know about Stewart's game down low, but don't sleep on her jumper. She's a shooter who prides herself on efficiency.
And when you think about Brianna Stewart, immediately you think of a winner.
Already, she's one of the all-time winners in the history of basketball. Think about this. 4 titles in 4 college seasons. Multiple WNBA championships, multiple gold medals at the games. I mean, she won it all by the time she was like 23, 24.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Third person.
And it's going to be on Sabrina Ionescu.
Consistently in the top 10 in free throws made, Lloyd knows how to bait defenders. Very high IQ.
And she makes both free throws. Ionescu has it. She's got 12. Pass to Johannes. Lays it up and banks it in.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
On the night, she's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Team's first. Third team foul. At the line for
The first free throw is good.
Marie Johannes.
And that's good as she hits both shots. Here's Cazorla. She's got 8. Pass to Russell. Over Hahn. Russell with the bucket.
Once Russell gets inside, it's already too late. She has a nice touch around the basket.
Now Hahn. Outside Stewart. Now here's Vandersloot. The 3. And it's Nurse with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebounding stats for both teams are almost identical.
Yeah, they've battled to a standstill on the boards, but the game isn't over yet. We'll see who keeps up the energy. Well, nothing was going down for her in the first half, but since the break, she has been on target.
From 12 feet out, it's rebounded by Seattle. They led the game at one point by 20. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lloyd from long range. Ooh, no luck on that one. And the Liberty with possession here. Vandersloot outside. Thornton outside. And he sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Well, you just love the effort from Thornton offensively, doing whatever it takes to find her shot.
From deep. And that's not going to go. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Liberty up 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
Slice the D wide open with this feed. They really had no chance to prevent this basket.
Yeah, it was a great read of the defensive setup and also wonderful anticipation of the movement of her teammates before the pass.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter action getting started. Now here is Thornton. Pass to Johannes. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Misaman.
One made 3 for her in this game. Does she focus closer in? We'll see.
Good work defensively by Kayla Thornton. New York leading. Vandersloot right side. The shot's good.
Becoming more of a scorer. As her career has progressed, Vandersloot has had more nights like tonight, taking over as the offensive star.
Here's Cazorla. There's the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Such a sharp shooter. That's almost a layup for her. So wide open.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about 1 minute into it. Jones. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
With their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage is over 50% now for the game.
It's not a surprise to see them out in front with the way they've shot in this half and really the entire game. Just very efficient offense from them.
On offense, here the Liberty. 3-point lead.
Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing, defended by Stewart. Lloyd with it. Stewart's there. Back to Lloyd. Over Stewart. And it's Lloyd missing. Now here's Vandersloot. Defense is right there. Hits the three-point bomb.
A good look there, and she didn't waste it. Her second three of the game.
And it's the Storm with the ball. They trail by 6. Pass to Cazorla. Fires the three. That falls. Nice lead that time from Joe Lloyd.
You know, the D pays so much attention to Lloyd, it allows others to get open looks. One reason Lloyd is a valuable offensive talent.
New York calls timeout.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
Liberty making a change here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The Storm trail. Nurse, defended by Stewart. Back to Lloyd. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Never easy to score like that, but Lloyd is a player who scores in tough situations. He has tremendous finishing ability.
Now here's Vandersloot. Foul call that time on the way up.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Liberty.
And the first one falls for her. And the Storm making a change here. Both good at the line.
Tim, can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? They've been perfect.
Brian, I almost can't believe this. As cool as can be. Great focus, great efficiency. That's how they've built this lead.
The right way.
Here's Magbagor. Outside Lloyd. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ionescu. And the Storm tack on 2 more.
Today we're seeing what Lloyd can do. Put the ball in the bucket over and over. Her diverse skill set, it allows her to rack up some points.
And the call will go against Jewel Lloyd.
Team foul.
That's foul number 2 for her.
How's that for a slide move? Great timing on the steal.
To take the lead. Rebound New York.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Count that bucket.
Brushing off the defense. This is why Jones is so loved in the locker room. She is so tough out there, tough to guard, just a great teammate.
Now here's Lloyd, and it's good for 2.
I like the way she's taking advantage of what the defense is giving her, and she's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
Ionescu has it, and Nurse picks her up defensively. Back to Ionescu. Pass to Hahn. Over Collier. Here's Jones. And another shot. Out to Vandersloot. There's the triple. And again, it's New York with a 3.
Oh, she's put loads of work into her shot. Remember, Vandersloot was under 30% from 3 her rookie year. Now she's close to 40% each season.
Now here is Lloyd. To the right side. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. From outside the arc. a three-pointer.
You can just tell that her confidence is up here in this half. And she didn't even have a single three in the first, but she has made two here in the second.
Ionescu, that's good.
Since halftime, she's finally coming around.
And here is Cazorla. Outside Lloyd to tie it up. New York with the rebound. Now here's Vandersloot. Ionescu outside. Over Lloyd. Rebounded by Jewel Lloyd. Here's Seattle. Down low. Nurse with the bucket.
Sweet feed from Cazorla leads to the open look. She's a dream to play with, a pure point.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's covered closely. The rebound by Corzola.
Yeah, she's not necessarily a strong interior presence, but she's got to finish those chances if she has it.
As hot as she's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get her the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Ionescu. Vandersloot outside. Outside Stewart. And she's good on the three ball.
Look, the catch-and-shoot jumper is never easy. And since Stewart is confident in her shot, she's never afraid to take them.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. And the Storm making a change here. Seattle with the ball. 2-point game. Pass to Cazorla. Russell. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. That's tipped. Ionescu left side. Here's Vandersloot. The rebound by Corzola. Outside Lloyd. Pass to Cazorla. Just 5 to shoot. 3, Kia Nurse. And it's Courtney Vandersloot with the rebound. Ionescu left side. That's good. And so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
This is why this team turns to Ionescu during important possessions. They trust her to deliver.
Outside Lloyd. Pass to Nurse. The tray. That one is good again. He is 6 for 8 from the floor with that basket.
Huge bucket from Nurse. She's played in a ton of big games, national titles, international competitions. So, Kia Nurse has experienced all the big moments at such a young age.
Now here's Nurse. Outside Lloyd. Back to Nurse.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Lloyd. Pass to Russell. Right wing. Here's Cazorla. Offline with a 3. New York leading. Vandersloot left side. And the basket is good.
Why not have Vandersloot take the big shot? She's the best ball handler on the floor. I like leaving it in her hands.
Now here's Lloyd. Rebound New York.
And terrific defense at the rim got right in her path.
And they'll be worrying about her next time they take it inside, too. And really, that's what great defenders will do to you.
Seattle with the ball. They trail by 3. Pass to Nurse. And here is Cazorla. Vandersloot defending. And it's Cazorla missing. Vandersloot with it. Back to Jones. Tries again. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line. It goes on Izzy Magdalene.
An MVP in this league, John Jones, is always ready for big moments.
He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. The Storm making a switch here. And so she drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now. Some very important free throws there.
Here's Cazorla. Vandersloot defending. Pass to Magdagor. Goes up on the baseline. And Jones pulls it down. Left side, Stewart. Vandersloot defended by Magdagor. Vandersloot, no good. Outside Lloyd. Now Magdagor. Here's Collier. Guarded by Jones. Nurse with it. Stewart's there. Collier. The baseline, Jay off the mark. And so it's New York with it. Leading by 5.
Third personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, Sabrina Ionescu was the no-brainer choice for the top pick in the 2020 WNBA draft. And with her unique skill set, I have no doubt that she'll accomplish big things in this league.
On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Defended by Stewart. There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. Drains it from downtown.
Always coming through in the clutch. Lloyd comes up with the big-time shot. What a huge one.
And the Liberty call time here.
Get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope he misses.
Yep, they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
At the line for the Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Love seeing Ionescu step up to the plate right here. She knows her team is depending on her.
No mistakes there, and I think he can close the book on this one, guys.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. Guys, what do you think?
I applaud them for trying until the very end, but this one's in the bag.
Absolutely. The only thing this timeout's going to do is draw out the misery a little bit longer.
And we've got dinner plans tonight.
Gets the freedom ball.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the three. No choice but to foul there, but probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They just could not waste any more time.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Timeout
and
score.
It's a 4-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Seattle. Your thoughts, guys?
Well, it's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle 3 and a foul. This one's over.
There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. Off target with the shot. And so the big win by New York in a really tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They really had to work for this one.
Yeah, weaker teams, they might have buckled at the end. Really with that crowd amped up. Everyone in the building rooting against them. But they stood tall and pulled it out.
And that'll wrap it up